It is easier to fool someone than to convince someone they are being fooled. In the famous words of Mark Twain, deep divers, and in the famous words of Ralph Smart, if you follow the herd, you will only be led to the slaughterhouse. What? Slow motion this side. Okay, now the cat down the road is coming up. It's pulling up, deep divers. It's got its popcorn and its chia seed porridge. It knows it's about to be a nature party. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. Oh, yes, we do. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Another glorious day. We got birds everywhere. I just hope they don't shit on me, deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I'm sending you tons of good ass energy, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. They fooled you, deep divers. The outbreak gets crazier. This video will leave you speechless. There's always two sides to a story, deep divers. Actually 3 sides, actually 4 sides, actually 5 sides. An infinite amount of sides to a story, deep divers. Especially a story as big as the Great Pandemic, or as I call it, the Great Panic. Now, buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Wonderful deep divers, life is good. It is so beautiful today. They fooled you. The outbreak gets crazier, deep divers. Now, I was listening to Dr. Dan Erickson, who is actually a physician, an ER physician. He actually retired, but he actually co-owns AUC, which is Accelerated Urgent Care, with his partner, Dr. Masai. And it was fascinating because if you thought that you knew about this COVID-19 and what's going on, you have to listen to that. Because shout out to all the people in the medical industry who are coming forward and actually exposing what is actually going on. They fooled you, deep divers. Now, 3 questions which were brought up in that talk. What is the data showing us, deep divers, about COVID-19? That's number 1. Number 2, is lockdown necessary? Is it necessary to lock down half of planet Earth? And number 3, where do we go from here? So, Dr. Erickson is not someone who's just talking to talk. He has over 20 years of experience in the emergency room as a physician. He's seen it all. So has his partner. And he starts talking about the data, okay? He starts talking about the data. Let me give you a little example, deep divers, okay, of the data and how they are blowing things out of proportion. California. If you live in California, the chances of you dying of COVID-19 are 0.03%, and the recovery rate is 96%. If you live in New York, which is a hot zone, the chances of you dying of COVID-19 are 0.1%, and the recovery rate is 92%. Now, if you live in Spain, which is a hot zone in Europe, the chances of you dying of COVID-19 is 0.05%, and the recovery rate is 95%. So what we are being told by the media, you better be afraid, you better panic 24/7, is totally different from what the science is telling us. What the science is telling us is that yes, COVID-19 is very contagious, but it is no different from the models of the flu. Dr. Erickson is showing us all that you have millions of cases, but a small amount of deaths. A small amount of people are dying, even though the media are portraying this great pandemic to be something you have to worry about 24/7. Fear is the greatest pandemic on the planet, deep divers. What? Slow motion this side. He talks about how quarantine is for the sick. So why are healthy people in quarantine? Question mark, deep divers. Ever wondered that? And that's why I always say, deep divers. And like Mark Twain said, it is easier to fool someone than to convince someone that they are being fooled. They are actually taking away your freedoms. That's what this is all about. Now, let's get scientific. Let's talk about the immune system. Your immune system was designed to help you fight off viruses, germs, diseases, okay? And it is your loyal servant. It will protect you. The moment a child is born, deep divers, it has no immune defenses, but it starts interacting with its environment. It starts to touch things and dirty the walls and put things in its mouth, and then it gets germs and viruses into its body. And now the immune system is strengthened. So we actually need germs and viruses to strengthen our immune system. And there is something called herd immunity, okay? And what's happened in the Great Panic, not the Great Pandemic, the Great Panic, is that by sheltering people, by keeping people in quarantine, you are actually weakening their immune system. What? Slow motion this side. Because the only way our immune system can be strengthened is to go outside, interact with nature, interact with people, be in the presence of germs and viruses. He actually advocates that healthy people should not be in lockdown. Because once again, our immune system can deal with it. This is what it was designed for. Quarantine is only for the sick. So by putting millions, billions of people in quarantine, you are actually under house arrest and you don't even know it. Now, 7-Day Vegan Challenge. I've been a vegan for 15 years, deep divers, on the plant-based diet for 15 years. I'm always breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Enjoy your spirits. I feel fantastic. And it's because I'm eating foods that are helping me build up my immune system. Lots of turmeric, lots of fresh leafy greens, kale, arugula, spinach, high in iron. Okay, we need that iron. So I want you to start looking at what you are eating to boost your immune system. This is actually how to protect yourself from these viruses out there, okay? Change what you eat and you will change your life. Deep divers, if we realize how the media work, they fooled you, deep divers. It's called a TV program for a reason, because they are programming you. Oh, baby. Don't believe what you see on the TV, deep divers, because the media's job is not to inform you about what is really going on. It's to control your perception. If I can tell you that there is a killer virus on the loose, on the run, and it is killing millions of people, you are going to be in a perpetual state of fear. That's what's happened. But the scientific data does not reflect that. And that's what Dr. Erickson's work is showing us. The data is saying there are millions of cases of COVID-19, but a small amount of deaths. So we have to remind ourselves to stop feeding the media, stop giving the media our attention. And I've got so much respect for people like Dr. Erickson, health professionals who are coming out, whistleblowers who are actually telling humanity what is really going on. Because these people, deep divers, are doing what so many people are not doing. They are speaking truth to power. Slow motion just for that. Slow motion this side, deep divers. They fooled you, deep divers. The outbreak gets crazier. How's your popcorn going, deep divers? Oh, your chia seed porridge right now? That's cool. The government wants you in lockdown. Have you ever asked yourself why? So they can, wait a minute, control you, wait a minute, and keep you safe. Wait a minute, safe. Safe is actually a code word for control. When your government say, hey, I want to keep you safe, it means control. So if I tell you that, hey, there is a killer virus on the loose and I have to keep you safe, always listen out for that word, safe, for the next 24 months, but you have to be indoors. And because you are indoors, you won't be able to strengthen your immune system naturally. So your immune system will be compromised, but it will keep you safe. They fooled you, deep divers. You're listening to politicians instead of listening to true health experts. Deep divers, they fooled you. They said they want you to be safe, when in actuality, they are taking away your freedoms. The mask. A lot of people are wearing a mask, and like Dr. Erickson says, if you are somebody who is sick and ill, wearing a mask is beneficial for you. But if you are healthy, you don't have to wear a mask. Why? Because your immune system can handle any germ or virus that comes its way. When you are wearing a mask, what happens? You are reducing bacteria flora. Once again, you don't put a child that's just been born in bubble wrap and say, hey, germ, stay away. How we were designed, deep divers, was to be interactive with our environment. We have to be interactive. The immune system can only grow through interaction. The immune system can only be strengthened through interaction. But do you know what weakens your immune system, deep divers? Fear, which is false evidence appearing real. Fear is the only true pandemic. When you are in a perpetual state of fear, you are releasing tons of cortisol. So guess what happens? Your immune system is like, hey, I can't rebuild myself right now. I can't protect you. I got to take care of this threat. So your immune system is weakened through stress, through fear, and that's what they have spread all around the globe. Fear. Be afraid, be very afraid. Be afraid, be very afraid. But deep divers, I told you, I let love guide me, not fear. What? Slow motion this side. And I don't need 5G because I'm in 5D in the 5th dimension, baby. They fooled you, deep divers. The outbreak gets crazier. As a psychologist, deep divers, as a counselor, as somebody who is helping millions of people, what are the effects of social distancing I'm seeing, even with the people I'm counseling every single day? The effects of social distancing, social isolation, are catastrophic for someone's mental health. Let me explain. Do you know, deep divers, there has been a rise exponentially in domestic violence? Also a rise in suicide? Also a rise in child molestation? Also a rise in depression because of this lockdown? People are depressed. That's only understandable. Also a rise in anxiety. That's only understandable. A drop in education because schools are closed. What did they ever learn in school anyway? Never mind, deep divers. The effects of social distancing, social isolation, is terrible for someone's mental health. As a psychologist, I've already interacted with people who are depressed because of this lockdown. Because deep divers, being free is your birthright. We weren't designed to be in a cage, to be in quarantine. We were designed to interact with our environment, with other people. They fooled you, deep divers, because they told you human beings were the threat right now. Human beings are a threat right now. That's why social distancing, 2 meters, 6 feet, get away from me. So now people are so scared of other people, they don't even want to look at them. They don't even want to smile at them. That's why they're wearing a mask. And guess what? They don't even want to speak their truth. That's why they're wearing a mask. This is all symbolic, deep divers. They fooled you. And once again, it's time for you to be the lion and not the sheep. This is the time for the Great Awakening. And it's on you right now to say, we ain't having it. No, we ain't. They fooled you, deep divers. The outbreak gets crazier. This video will leave you speechless. The cat down the road is already speechless, deep divers. Comorbidity, let's talk about it. What is comorbidity? It is when you have more than one underlying disorder. So what Dr. Erickson showed us is that when someone dies, now they're just saying, hey, it's COVID-19. when actually this person had comorbidity. They had an underlying problem before the COVID-19. COVID-19 was only a small contributing factor. This person was a smoker, a drinker, had heart problems already, had high blood pressure already. But everything now is being blamed on COVID-19. How convenient. They fooled you, deep divers. You better wake up. You better wake up and smell the coffee. The outbreak gets even crazier, deep divers. Check this out. A lot of people right now are saying, Ralph, this feels so strange. This is a massive experiment, deep divers. And it's all on you right now to say, actually, am I going to do what Simon says? Or am I going to question my reality? Like, what is actually going on here? How come the whole of the planet is under lockdown? Right? This is not normal. This is engineered. They fooled you, deep divers. I want to remind you that the power is always inside of you. Many people right now, and also the effects of this whole lockdown, economic collapse, alcoholism, right? A lot of people are in a bad way right now. However, you do not have to be a victim of your circumstance. You can become a co-creator of your own reality. So don't feel like a victim. Don't feel like COVID-19 is out to get me. No, deep divers. Your body has the most intelligent defense system in the entire world. It's called the immune system. All you have to do is learn how to strengthen your immune system. That's the solution. Let's talk about solutions. Let's talk about the way forward. Okay, Dr. Erickson was saying that measures need to be put in place, okay? Measures need to be put in place so this does not happen again. This economic meltdown, collapse does not happen again. The solution, deep divers, is to unite, because unity is the only thing that's going to turn this thing around. The solution, deep divers, is to start using your platform. Start talking up about how you feel about this lockdown. The solution, deep divers, is to start making noise. Bang on your door. Say, we ain't having it. We don't want the vaccination, Mr. Bill Gates. We're good because we have a natural antivirus protection without windows. We have our immune system, and we know what the vaccinations are all about. ID 2020, the digital ID that will track your every single movement. I'm good. I don't need that right now. I'll just relax in nature and chill with my friends. Thank you very much. They fooled you, deep divers. The outbreak gets crazier. If we realize, deep divers, I told you, they made a mistake with this one. Why? Because they took away people's most valuable asset, which is their freedom. When you take away someone's freedom, they will hate you. When you put a bird in a cage, it will hate you because a bird's nature is to be outside of the cage. Same as a human being. Being free is our birthright. Now, because the planet is in a state of lockdown, you are going to see a rise in violence. Okay? Because we ain't having it. But deep divers, I told you, instead of attacking what you hate, start promoting what you love. Start showing them that love is more powerful than fear. Start showing them that actually the scientific data is showing us we have millions of cases, Make sure you bring the receipts. We have millions of cases, but a small amount of deaths. So someone wants you to be in a perpetual state of fear and weaken your immune system, and that is the true pandemic, not the COVID-19. So there you have it, deep divers. Always remind yourself, if you follow the herd, you will only be led to the slaughterhouse. Listen to people like Dr. Erickson. Listen to other health professionals who are coming out and speaking about what's really going on, and you will be surprised. And then you'll say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers. The emperor wears no clothes. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That felt good, deep divers. Shout out to everybody who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Got a question for me, deep divers? Add me on the verified Instagram page at official Ralph Smart. And if you are a sexy ass model, woo, with a lot of heart, add me there too. Check out the Facebook page, Deep Divers at Ralph Smart, and get more inspiration about how to live your best life in the new phenomenal book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart, on Amazon. Deep divers, it is so beautiful out here. I'm sending you tons of good ass energy. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Inhale that good shit, deep divers, and exhale that bullshit, because there's so much of that floating around the media, and ain't nobody got time for that. Peace.